Sean here with some further training on customizing your LinkZen. This LinkZen or LinkZen.me is a replacement for Linktree, which is really just so that you've got one link to hand out to people or to rattle off or for people to type in, and then they get all of your links to all your social media. So we're talking here about customizing the buttons, adding buttons, deleting buttons, changing buttons on this. So let me just show you how to do it. So you're already in the funnel page editor. You're looking at your LinkZen page here that is already provided in your account. And let's say we want to change the LinkedIn one. So let's say you don't really use LinkedIn, or you're not interested in having people click on that and go to LinkedIn. So number one, you could just delete the button, right? So you just mouse over the button. This is called a button element. You just mouse over that, delete it, hit save, you're done. Bob's your uncle. Now, if you don't want to do that, let's say you just want to change it, okay? And let's say you're like David Kurz. You've got a podcast you want to promote, so you can come up here and you can select this podcast link, okay? And then what I'm going to go back to, here and do is customize this button. So here, if I click on the button, I get the button settings, and if I scroll down a little bit, you want to not mess with like the mobile font size and the desktop font size if you can. Down here it says icon picker. So first thing we want to do is get rid of the LinkedIn, little icon. And so we're going to go over here, we're going to hit that X, and now I'm going to type in podcast. And when I do that, there's all kinds of preloaded icons that I can choose from. So I'm just going to choose that one. And then down here, if I scroll down further, I've got text options. So instead of LinkedIn, I'm literally going to say, my podcast, okay? And then further down here, of course, is the website URL. So I'm going to delete my LinkedIn URL. If I had put that in, I'm going to put in my podcast URL. Now, make sure you just hit save up here. And then, of course, you can preview it. So here I can preview it. And maybe I just need to refresh. Give me a minute here. Yes, here we are. Okay, so my podcast. And you can see if I click on it, it's going to take me straight to, it's actually in this case going to open up podcasts. I think there's a way where you could have it play in browser for Apple Podcasts if that's what you're doing, or Spotify. You can do this for any of the LinkZen buttons. You can add, move, change buttons, drag and drop them. So here you could move podcast up if we want to move it up. We could even change colors. So over here, I'll show you how to customize these buttons further. Background color of the button. So you just click on that color. We could make it, for example, orange, yellow. Let me make it orange. That kind of stands out. I kind of like that a little bit. So I'm gonna hit save on there, or I could do a custom color here if I had like a specific color scheme to match my logo, all that kind of stuff. So that's how you customize those buttons right there. And we'll have some further training on this as well. Go make some changes and have fun with it.